We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. 230.
You run. Jam.
No spacing.
Motion backfield.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check three.
Middle.
Wide motion.
This is Mostert. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready up.
Mark 50. I got it. Man left.
6-6. Pull it high. Bam. 5.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. He got 29 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Look at me, zipper.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Man, I got you. Shift! Watch the shift!
To throw here, Roethlisberger. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Like 20.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Tight right.
We go spacing.
You got 4.
Now Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Slam.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Middle.
Put him on the buses.
Here's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 180.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Cowboys 7, Giants 6.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Set, ready, 91. You draw quarter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
66. Easy.
Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The try here for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20. Yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Flag 20. Snickers. Now spin.
Good track. Watch the ship.
No spacing.
Watch the ship.
On 1st down, Mack. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now back to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They are in the second quarter down in Miami, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Black 80.
Monday. 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hatchet. Hatchet. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Here we go. Nicker. Check Nicker. White 80. Here we go. Check 44. Hey, Charlie.
White 56. Mike.
Hey.
Get that ball, D.
Let's go. Black is on.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jack 16. Middle.
Staying on the ground with Mack. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
50. Block 80. Easy.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. Now these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down, New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, set. Greystone, travel.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
30 base. Get ready. X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
50.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Blue draw quarters.
Bang, 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 bang.
Take 2 of them. 77. Hey, wahoo. Here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something like that, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Not today, you are. Not today.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's bring it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. Feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Check. Hot route. Hot. 22, 44.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey.
I got him. He's mine.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, switch gears. Check 52.
Snickers, got to spin.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd.
And it brings
Go.
up
10 over. 13 spill.
Cut.
Say go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll try and run for it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Easy. Middle.
Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.